Hi guys, welcome back to Craft Kit, and today is going to be the third part of reading Tom Gates' 10 Tremendous Tales, and I just love this book. Hope you enjoyed too. So if you didn't see any of the other videos, go check them out. It's part 1 and 2. But if you did, let's get reading. We're on page 26. This tank top's a bit special, isn't it, Tom? He added and smiled at me. It is, Grandad. Your tank top's the best, I agreed. Grandad looked a bit like a bumblebee with the stripes, but I didn't say that because I could see how much he loved it. Granny was sitting in her comfy chair and was already busy knitting something else. Is that another tank top for Grandad? I wondered. It's a scarf, Tom. I can show you how to make your own if you want. I don't think so. It looked tricky. But Grandad convinced me to have a go. Go on, Tom. Even I made a scarf. Your Granny's an excellent teacher. Granny suddenly whipped out 2 ginormous knitting needles and a ball of very fluffy black wool. Those are what Bob used. His hands are a bit creaky, so you'll have no problem picking it up, Tom, Granny told me. I wasn't so sure. The needle looked like drumstick, and I didn't know where to start. Granny helped me to get going, and I was concentrating so much that I almost forgot how hungry I was. Knitting wasn't exactly what I'd been planning, but with Granny showing me what to do, after a while I began to see an actual scarf appearing. Kind of. I was very slow and happy when Granny took over and finished it off for me. It was so easy to spot the parts I've knitted, but I was still pleased with my handiwork. I tried the scarf on and decided the messy bits of knitting might even come in handy. I pretended my scarf was meant to look like that. Granny and Grandad thought I've done a great job. Well done, Tom. You must be hungry after all that concentrating, Grandad asked. Oh yeah, I said, sounding slightly muffled behind my scarf. Excellent. I've also knitted you a cake, Granny told me, which is confusing, but also exactly the sort of thing Granny would do. She's only joking, Tom. Grandad laughed. He could see how surprised I was. Granny headed off to the kitchen. Though I'm sure Mavis could knit a cake if she wanted to. When Granny appeared, she offered me a plate of I don't know what. After a long stare, I worked out they're made from, yes, chocolate sponge cake, lettuce topping, ching, cherries, an unknown filling. Sometimes it's best not to know what's in Granny's cake. I tried one anyway and told her it was delicious, keeping my favorite grandchild position, obviously. As my knitting had taken a while, Grandad had offered me to take me home. Thanks to his mobility scooter and super speedy driving, we got back in no time at all. Even with Granny Mavis hanging on to the back in the roller skates. Whee! Mom and Dad were very impressed with my hand-knitted scarf. I even showed it to Dahlia. I made it myself. No, really? I would never have guessed, she laughed. I can make you one if you want. I like my scarves without holes, but it's Uncle Kevin's birthday soon. He'd love a scarf, I'm sure. Dad thought it was a good idea too. For the man that has everything, a Tom Gates scarf would be perfect. I really like my scarf, and the holes were useful. I was planning to show it to Derek tomorrow. He'd be impressed, I bet. During the night, there was a big storm and lots of loud banging noise. I woke up and I was tired to get up and see what it was. I found out from Dad in the morning. Sorry about the Tom last night, Tom. All the rain. The shed roof was leaking a lot. I had to run out and protect my computer and work. I thought you fixed the shed, I said. So did I. I didn't, Mom added. I'm good at DIY usually, Dad protested. A bit like Tom's good at knitting? Delia joined in, which reminded me to bring my scarf with. Oh, Tom, your grandparents called early this morning, Mom said to me. They have something for you and want to meet you at the school gate. They seem very excited and wanted you to have it today. Really? It can only mean one thing, Tom. Granny's been cooking, said Delia, really enjoying herself. I hope she was wrong and that it wasn't more ledge chocolate sponge cake with cherries and lettuce. I'd have enough of those. I left the house a little bit later than normal and missed Derek, who had already gone to school. I'll have to show my scarf to him at school. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The other parts are also down in the descriptions. And maybe this time, write in the comments which is your favorite book. It does not have to be Tom Gates. It can be whatever book. Bye!